Welcome back to the second chunk of deck profiles that we have for everybody coming out of the weekend. So, this is the top 32 Spyral list that held dreams together, I'm going to say, coming out of again this weekend. Yeah, I know, it is playing the Orcust engine. This man's Orcust engine is much smaller than the rest. This man is just literally on 111. I applaud this. One big thing I saw about this deck, though, is this deck is more susceptible to your normal hand traps than it really should be, but the good news is if you stop the Spyral combo, I can just full orcust combo you, basically, as long as I have another extender. So basically, you play this deck like you would really any other deck in the format. You start things up, you do full Spyral combo, and then you go for orcust combo, which is pretty crazy, actually, that Spyral cards don't lock you into restrictions, so that's interesting. So, we have one copy of Zephyros the Elite, one copy of Danger Bigfoot, triple copies of The Lamp, two copies of Nessie, two Jackalope, and two Tsuchinoko. Gotta love this draw power shenanigans here. One Dark Grefford just to dump off your Orcust engine in case you have to backstart your combo, or Destrudo, whichever applies first. One copy of Nightmare Corruptor Ibley. We have one copy of Symbol Skeleton, one Harpor, and the one Orcust Nightmare. Then we have one Drones, one copy of Last Resort, two copies of Master Plan. Honestly, you don't really get the luxury of, if you draw this, you can kind of play out of this. The good news is you can hard discard this, because like having all the Nightmare discards at your disposal is broken, because you just kind of get to load up. So you can discard your missions, combo off when you go for your Unicorn. Like this card is broken with the Nightmare package. So just understand that depending on which part of the combo you're at, it's really good. Also, giving your opponent the Ibley so that they can't Nibiru you is really good. We have one Quick Fix, one Sleepy Boy, and only two copies of Super Agent. Spells, we have two Called by the Grave, one Foolish Barrel, and one Foolish Barrel Goods, one Monster Reborn, one for one Rhoda, one Big Red, one Assault, one Resort, and the one Terraforming. And then traps, we have one Crescendo and triple copies of Rescue. Looking at the main deck, though, conceptually, I think this is as good as it's going to get for you. You don't get the luxury of playing too many Super Agents. I know the card is good, but unfortunately, splashing in the Orcust combo, you have to take things away. Also, you don't even see Tough here. So, just understand that on a full Orcust board with a sleeper for further disruptions on the opponent, it's kind of devastating, actually. Down here in the extra deck, you get one double Helix. You have to dedicate the rest of your extra deck to being able to step through combos. And I will say this, if anything happens to your one double Helix, yikes. But you're very fragile. As much as I want to talk good about this deck, like, one hand trap and it's over. We have one Link Kribo, one Unicorn, one Phoenix, one Mermaid, and of course, Griffin. I like to see that Nightmare Griffin is back. Like, seeing this guy showing up on more boards right now is actually really good. We have one Cerberus, two Galtea, one Curious, one Boral Sword, one Boral Ode. We have Barricade Board Blocker, one Appaloosa, and one copy of Ding Ding. Side deck, we have triple copies of Nibiru, one copy of Spyral Tough. At least he made it into the side deck. Then we have two copies of Cosmic Cyclone, triple Mind Control, two Twin Twister, one Impure Order, and triple copies of Infinite Permanence. At least with the side deck, I can see why this deck did good. You get the chance to adjust to either board option that you really need, and you shouldn't have an issue with a good chunk of the metagame. Like I said, one combo fails, you have full Orcust combo to back you up. It's kind of what the format's turned into these days. Next up, we have the Salamangreat list that made top 4 at YCS Niagara this weekend. Now, Solid's been in a really weird place this format. I want to say that players just don't know what they're doing with the deck, or they're just kind of given up wanting to spend money on this, because cards like Phantasme are the backbone to this deck. Also, good news, though, to you budget players. Minus the Phantasme, this build's only playing one Signet Mining. So that's actually a piece of good news, I would consider, for the most part here. If you want to cut the Signet, I guess that's fine, and just straight play 40, replace the Phantasmes with two Ghost Ogres, and you might have something for budget. So we have two copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, two copies of Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, two Flame Buffalero, two copies of the Ghost Ogre, one Lady Debug, one Falco, and the one Foul, Then we have triple Foxy, 1 Gazelle, 2 copies of Jack Jaguar. We've started to see this become more of a norm at this point. You adapt, go with the extra copies of these, trust me. Triple Spinny, 1 copy of the Sea Archiver, General Extended Boy, 1 Signet Mining, triple copies of Mind Control, 1 Circle, 1 Sanctuary, and the 2 copies of Twin Twister, and the 2 Will. Traps triple compulsory evacuation device. I know that we had seen this, or had seen talk about this, seeing more play, just to bounce out stuff while forcing your opponent, and it's a free, remove option from your opponent, but this is interesting. 2 Imperm, 1 Rage, 1 Roar, and triple Solemn Strike. This definitely seems like a slower control variant. We have 1 Update Jammer for OTKs, triple Sunlight Wolf, 2 Helio, triple copies of Balamix, 1 Avermax, 1 Phoenix, 1 Ablaze, 1 Boral Sword, 1 Mirage Dahlia, 1 Abyss Dweller. Then we have 2 Lancia, triple Pankratops, triple Electric Virus, triple Nibiru, 1 Twin Twister, and triple copies of Yield Evenly Matched. Wrapping up this list. Definitely more interesting. Still only 1 Signet, by the way. Next list we have is the second place Lunalight Orcust list. This deck losing out to Gren Maju, which is actually our next list here. Not a lot to say about this list. The use of Wolf was kind of interesting. Outside of that, this list packing in the fusions, which we didn't actually see the fusions in the European list. So, I guess you have 2 extremes. You're either playing fusions or you're not playing fusions. So we have 1 Armageddon Knight, 1 Zephyros, 2 copies of Mothman, 2 Nessie, 2 Jackalope, 2 Suchi. Then the 1 Emerald Bird, triple Kaleido, and triple copies of the Tiger, along with the 1 Wolf, the 2 Yellow Martin. Then our Orcust package is 1 Symbol, 1 Harpor, 2 Nightmare, and the 1 copy of the World Wand. Our spells, 2 copies of Allure Darkness, triple Tenki, 1 Foolish Barrel, 2 Foolish Barrel Goods, triple Perfume, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Serenade, 1 Crescendo, and the 1 Summon Limit. That's techie. I wonder how often he drew this that it was relevant. Oh yeah, we have Curious to drop it. Never mind. We have 1 Longrisu, 1 Phoenix, 1 Mermaid, 1 Griffin, 1 Galtea, 1 Curious, 1 Boral Sword, 1 copy of Forstrix, 1 Nyril, 1 Azathoth, 1 copy of Nightmare, 1 Dingrisu, 1 Tiger King, 1 Panther Dancer, and 1 Leo Dancer. Then the side deck here, we're packing in triple Ansia, 2 Pankratops, triple Nibiru, 2 copies of the Radion, triple Twin Twister, 1 EV, and 1 Imperial Order. Wrapping up the second place in the Light Orcust list. Honestly, this is about as standard as it gets, at least if you're going for the fusion variant, except for Wolf being splashed. And I get what they're trying to do with this, just more options, but I don't know. We'll see how this goes in the future. You've got consistency versus explosive boards, so I guess you pick your poison with this. And then the last list we have here is Gren Maju Danger. And there are a lot of cards. This looks like a pure danger deck, if you ask me, with Gren Maju cards splashed in while you're turboing through your deck. So they're actually playing 2 copies of Danger Response Team. So you target 1 danger monster you control and 1 monster in the field. Return them to the hand. Discard this in your graveyard and discard 1 danger monster. Place this card on the bottom of your deck and then draw a card. Man, this is really great as an extender. We've been sleeping on this card. So, this is pure danger, aka I wanted a Gren Maju in my deck. So we have triple Bigfoot, 2 Chupacabra, 2 Nessie, triple copies of Ogopogo, triple Thunderbird, 2 Jackalope, 2 Suchi, and triple copies of Phantasme, with triple Gizmek and triple Gren Maju. I can't take this seriously. We have 2 Danger Response Team, triple Hatronade. Actually, this card's really good. Being able to... So, 4 Orcust is going to have to probably... just stare at this card and go, uh-oh. We have 1 Monster Reborn, triple Potted Desires, triple Super Poly, and 2 copies of Trade-In. Alright. Extra deck, we have 1 Witch's Apprentice, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 Mermaid, 1 Cerberus, 1 Boral Sword, 1 Indestructible, 1 Number 68, 1 Hope Harbinger, 1 Dingrisu, 2 Starving Venom, the Violet Chimera, Mega Fleet, and Fortress Dragon. Side deck, we have triple Gamma Seal, triple Nibiru, triple Shared Ride, triple Twin Twister, and actually 3 copies of Danger Zone. What is this deck? I get how it won. I mean, you put big monsters on the field deck, and then even bigger boss monster. Because what your opponent going to do is you're turboing through your deck. Like, this is very interesting. I understand why this won, but I don't want to understand how this won. So, that's all I got for the deck profiles for you guys. Congratulations to everybody that did well this weekend. It is really nice to see a nice change of pace for the metagame. And, well, that's all I got for this video, guys. And, well, see you guys tomorrow with Market Watch. Peace out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.